mix.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll do it live.
Like damn, see how we move.
It's the one and only DJ Bodhi.
In the party, he just wanna romp.
Back to back and beat to beat. This is the Bodhi Show. Monday nights, 7 p.m. on 88.1. It's DJ Bodhi. In 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for listening in to the Bodhi Show. We are going to have a great show for you this week, as usual. We've got a very special episode. We're going to be talking about the Super Bowl halftime show. A lot went down there. There is certainly a lot to talk about, as there pretty much always is with Kendrick Lamar, and especially in recent history. We'll get into more of that later. We will have your Name That song for this week as well, and your new song of the week this week is going to be from Travis Scott, which debuted on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 1, which is something that is really hard to do. So props to Travis Scott for that. Thank you so much for listening to the Bodhi Show. All that and more is coming up in the next 30 minutes right here on 88.1 FM WELH, commercial free as always. Here's Calvin Harris to start it out with How Deep Is Your Love?
Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you? How deep is your love? Is it like Nirvana? Hit me harder again. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? Pull me closer again. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? Open up my eyes and tell me who I am. Let me in on all your secrets. No inhibition, no sin. How deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you? How deep is your love? Is it like Nirvana? Hit me harder again. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? Pull me closer again. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love?
So tell me how deep is your love, can it go deep? So tell me how deep is your love, can it go deeper? So tell me how deep is your love, can it
How
go
deep
deep?
is your love?
So tell me how deep is your love, can it go
How deep is your love? Pull me closer again. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love?
This is the Bodhi Show. 88.1 FM WELH Providence.
Oh, won't you stay for a while? I'll take you on a ride if you can keep a secret. Oh, won't you stay for a while? Show me darkness, baby, show me deepest. Oh, won't you stay for a while? I'll take you on a ride if you can keep a secret. Oh, won't you stay for a while? Show me darkness, baby, show me deepest. I'll take you on a ride if you can keep a secret. Stay a while, and I will make it worth your while, worth your while. Stay a while, and I'ma go the extra mile, extra mile. Boy, if you wait until the lights go down, I got some tricks that have you screaming out. So stay a while, and I'ma make it worth your while, worth your while. Oh, won't you stay for a while?
This is the Bodhi Show on 88.1 FM WELH. Got it started with some classic EDM for you. Some Martin Garrix, some Tiesto in there, as well as some Calvin Harris, obviously, at the beginning. Now it's going to be time for your Name That Song for this week. So I'm going to play a clip of a song. If you think you know what that song is, you can text in your answer to 401-648-7513. That's 401-648-7513. And if you get the answer right, I'll give you a shout out at the end of the show on the air. So without further ado, here's a clip of your song for this week.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your invited, so gonna get to clapping. Go pop a phone, play, pop it for me. Turn around, turn around, turn around.
I'll play that clip one more time.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your invited, so gonna get to clapping. Go pop a phone, play, pop it for me. Turn around and drop it for a plan. Drop it for me.
If you think you know what that song is, you can text in your answer to 401-648-7513. Once again, that's 401-648-7513 for a shout out on the air at the end of the show. And next up, we're going to talk about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance. I guarantee even if you watched it, I'll probably have something about it that you didn't notice. So stay tuned for that. We'll also have your new song of the week this week from Travis Scott later on in the show, as well as your answer to your Name That Song on 88.1 FM WELH. Thank you so much for listening in to The Bodhi Show on this Monday night.
You got a lot of nerve, don't you, baby? I only hit the curb 'cause you made me. You're telling all your friends that I'm crazy, like I'm the only one. Why'd you throw them stones if you had a wild hell of your own too? Living in your big glass house with a view. I thought you knew I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. Getting deep in every weekend. If you couldn't tell, they say teamwork makes the dream work. Hell, I had some help. They say teamwork makes the dream work. Hell, I had some. And go around like you ain't guilty of something already lost. The game that you've been running, guess it's catching up to you. You think that you're so innocent after all that you did. I ain't an angel, you ain't even saying. Can't wash our hands of this. I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. Been deep in every weekend. If you couldn't tell, they say teamwork makes the dream work. Hell, I had some help. They say teamwork makes the dream work. Hell, I had some.
This is the Bodhi Show on 88.1 FM WELH, and now, as promised, we are going to talk about Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. So we've got a lot to cover with this show. Let's get right into it. But first off, I'd like to start talking about this by actually playing a Drake lyric for you, which might be counterintuitive.
Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing that they did in the studio.
So he said, big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's two guys playing stuff that they did in the studio. Huh. Let's play another Drake lyric.
Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Cause I wanna talk to the man of the house.
I'll play it again.
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Cause I wanna talk to the man of the house.
So between two of those songs that are Drake disses, we've got Big as the Super Bowl, which is ironic because he's not as big as the Super Bowl, and Kendrick performed at the Super Bowl. And we've got Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now, making fun of people for giving him Grammys. Not Like Us, Kendrick's diss track on Drake, his most notable one, has as many Grammys right now as Drake has over his entire career at 5 Grammys, just from Not Like Us alone. And he said, where is your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man of the house. And that gets us into the halftime show. Because the halftime show was emceed by Samuel L. Jackson playing Uncle Sam. So that's obviously a nod to the Drake diss lyric at Kendrick. And he starts by saying, this is the great American game. So the most obvious thing is that he's talking about the Super Bowl, but he's also talking about sort of Kendrick's kind of the culture war around his music, how people are so divided about it, because Kendrick hints at that throughout the show, as well as in his other areas online through his music. He's said that for a while. But more importantly, this is what I want to get into. The stage set had shapes on it that resembled a PlayStation controller. So we had a triangle, an X, a circle, and a square. And the PlayStation is a gaming console that is owned by Sony, which manages Drake's record label, OVO Sound. So that's going to be important later. So let's keep that in mind. This is the Great American Game. We've got the references to PlayStation, which is owned by Sony, which also is affiliated with Drake. I want to play their favorite song, but you know they love to sue. This is much later when he teases the fact that he's going to be playing Not Like Us at the halftime show, because a lot of people were speculating, Drake has sued Kendrick and Kendrick's record label over Not Like Us for defamation, which we've talked about in the past. I think that is ridiculous, given that Drake made similar claims of Kendrick, although they are much falser, in my opinion. But he says, I know they like to play their favorite song, but you know they love to sue. So he's saying, I'm going to play Not Like Us anyway. Then he brings SZA out. They slow it down for a little bit, do a couple songs, one of which I'm going to play next that I really like. And then he finally played Not Like Us, and the energy was great for that. And Serena Williams was crip walking on the X on set. Now, this is notable because this whole narrative that Kendrick has been crafting with his performance is that it's some sort of game. Like, it's time to play the American game. He's playing the culture war game. It's at the Super Bowl game, and it's the PlayStation, which is just a game, as if Drake is just some sort of tool of Sony. And Serena Williams is crip walking on the letter X. That's notable because Serena Williams is Drake's ex, and she's showing up at Kendrick's performance where he's dissing Drake on the Super Bowl stage on the letter X because she is his ex, all tying into the PlayStation reference, which is just really cool. Then Kendrick brought out DJ Mustard, who produced Not Like Us and TV Off, and he brought him out during TV Off. They had a fun little performance for TV Off. And Kendrick is wearing a lowercase a, or A minor, which is the famous lyric from Not Like Us, criticizing Drake. He wore that as a chain around his neck, so that was pretty cool. And then at the end, it said game over on the screen. The fans that are all wearing wristbands, it lit up in the stadium. It said game over. And I thought that was really interesting. I think it could mean the rap battle is over. Drake's career is over because he's owned by Sony and the PlayStation game is over. Or it could mean that, Kendrick is fed up with this culture war and he's done and he's just going to make the music that he wants to make, which is something that I believe he said in the past. So that gives you a little recap of the halftime show. If you didn't watch it, I hope this gave you the information that you needed. If you did watch it, I still hope that this gave you information that you maybe didn't have or didn't think of while watching it. But now we're going to play Luther by SZA and Kendrick Lamar, my personal favorite song out of the songs that were played at the halftime show. I think this one is really good. If you want to weigh in on anything that we just talked about, shoot me a text, 401-648-7513. I love to talk about it on the air. But we're going to play Luther from SZA and Kendrick Lamar off of Kendrick's new album, GNX, right now on The Bodhi Show, 88.1 FM, WELH.
If this world were mine.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. It's a bop, do your dance, let them watch. She a fan, he a flop, they just wanna kumbaya, nah.
This world concrete, flowers grow. Heartache, she only do what she know. Weekends, get it poppin' on the low. Better days coming for sure. If it was up to me, I wouldn't give it nobody's no sympathy. I'll take away the pain, I'll give you everything. I just wanna see when, wanna see.
If this world were
It
mine.
go in, out, door, slow. Baby, you a star, strike, goes. And I'm with you, everything goes. Come and put that on my soul. Robbie, pound, wrist, froze, check, down, on the way home. This world, concrete, flowers grow. Heartache, she only doing what she know. Weekends, get it poppin' on the low. Better days coming for sure. If it was up to me, I wouldn't give it nobody's no sympathy. I'll take away the pain, I'll give you everything. I just wanna see when, wanna see.
If this world
I
were
can't
mine.
lie, I trust you, I love you. I won't waste your time, I turn it off just so I can turn you on. I'ma make you say it loud. I'm not even tripping, I won't stress you out. I might even settle down for you. I'ma show you I'm a pro. I'ma take my time and turn it off just so I can turn you on, baby. Weekends, get it poppin' on the low. Better days coming for sure.
If this world were mine.
This is The Bodhi Show on 88.1 FM WELH. And that was Luther from SZA and Kendrick Lamar, as I said earlier. My favorite song that was played at the halftime show. I just thought they did a really beautiful job with it. And if you don't recognize it already, this is the clip for your Name That Song this week. It's That's What I Like by Bruno Mars. So if you got that, congratulations, and thank you so much for playing Name That Song on The Bodhi Show. Next up, we are going to have your new song of the week this week from Travis Scott. I think this one's a really good one, and it's rare that an artist comes in right at number one with the first week on the Billboard Hot 100. So I think there's something to be said for that, and I'll be curious to hear what you guys think once you hear the song. So we'll have that after your next song. But here's That's What I Like by Bruno Mars on The Bodhi Show, 88.1 FM WELH. Thank you so much for listening into the show.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your Tim invited. So gonna get to clapping. Go pop it for a plan. Pop it for me. Turn around and drop it for a plan. Drop it for me. I'll rent a beach house in Miami. Wake up with no jammies. Lobster tail for dinner. Julio served that scampi. You got it if you want it. Got it if you want it. Said you got it if you want it. Take my wallet if you want it now. Jump in the Cadillac. Girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold jewelry shining so bright. Strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Sex by the fire at night. Silk sheets and diamonds, all white. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. I'm talking trips to Puerto I be a flico mamacita? I would never make a promise that I can't keep. I promise that your smile ain't gonna never leave. Shopping sprees in Paris, everything 24 carats. Take a look in that mirror. Now tell me who's the fairest? Is it you? Is it you? Is it me? Is it me? Say it's us, and I'll agree, baby. Jump in the Cadillac, girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby, you deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold juice, gold juice, gold juice.
People living life in bottles. Granddaddy had the golden flask. Backstroke every day in Chicago. Some people like the way it feels. Some people want to cure their sorrow. Some people want to fit in with the popular. That was my problem. I was in a dark room, loud tunes, looking to make a vow soon that I'ma get up, filling up my cup. I see the crowd mood changing by the minute, and the record on repeat. Took a sip, then another sip. Then somebody said to me, "Why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. Pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. I wave a few bottles, then I watch them all fly. All the girls wanna play, babe, watch. I got a swimming pool full of liquor, and they dive in it. Pool full of liquor, I'ma dive in it.
Hold up.
Drink,
Headshot.
drink,
Sit down.
drink,
Stand up.
drink,
Pass out.
drink,
Wake up.
drink,
Fade it.
drink,
Fade it.
drink. Okay, now open your mind up and listen to me, Kendrick. I'm in your conscience. If you do not hear me, then you will be history, Kendrick. I know that you're nauseous right now, and I'm hoping to lead you to victory, Kendrick. If I take another one down, I'ma drown in some poison, abusing my limit. I think that I'm feeling the vibe. I see the love in her eyes. I see the feeling of freedom is granted as soon as the damage of vodka arrived. This how you capitalize. This is parental advice. And apparently, I'm over influenced by what you are doing. I thought I was doing the most, and someone said to me, "Why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. Pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. I wave a few bottles, then I watch them all fly. All the girls wanna play, babe, watch. I got a swimming pool full of liquor, and they dive in it. Pool full of liquor, I'ma dive in it.
Hold up.
Drink,
Headshot.
drink,
Sit down.
drink,
Stand up.
drink,
Pass out.
drink,
Wake up.
drink,
Fade it.
drink,
Fade it.
drink. I ride, you ride, bang. 1 chopper, 100 shots, bang. Hop out, do you, bang. 2 chopper, 200 shots, bang. I ride, you ride, bang. 1 chopper, 100 shots, bang. Hop out, do you, bang. 2 chopper, 200 shots, bang. Why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. Pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. I wave a few bottles, then I watch them all fly. All the girls wanna play, babe, watch. I got a swimming pool full of liquor, and they dive in it. Pool full of liquor, I'ma dive in it.
Hold up.
Drink,
Headshot.
drink,
Sit down.
drink,
Stand up.
drink,
Pass out.
drink,
Wake up.
drink,
Fade it.
drink,
Fade it.
drink.
This is the Bodhi Show on 88.1 FM WELH. And now we're going to have your new song of the week this week, as promised. This is from Travis Scott. The song is called 4x4. It debuted on the Billboard Hot 100 this week as number 1. So it'll be interesting to see if radio stations start to pick it up. I'm sure they will, and play it. But this is his first solo work since Utopia, which was in 2023. So it's exciting to see some more work for Travis Scott. And I really think this sort of gets back into his flow where he was just going hard, making great music. It feels very, I don't want to say it feels very raw, but it feels very like old Travis Scott, which I hate to do that, to say it's like the old version of like the artist, because I know it's like a cliche, but I don't know. I really feel that way. So without further ado, here's 4x4 by Travis Scott. I hope you like it. This is your new song of the week this week. I think this is a pretty well anticipated release from Travis Scott. and I hope you guys like it on The Bodhi Show, 88.1 FM WELH.
4x4, I tip my windows up, yeah. Damn, the boy, he didn't want it done, yeah. Out my closet, that none, yeah. That's a vibe, that's a one-on-one, yeah. Feel the tone, yeah. Make it known, can you run, can you go, the sun, find a moon, find some fun, yeah. I had a few in the room, 1 to 9, yeah. Like a pro, night rook, bring it back, touch your toes. Hit a back, take the sack, can you roll? Be my Xanax, I relax, take control. We'll get them back, they too close. Ain't no watching me on the stove. Fix your energy on the soul. Do you love me, man? I need to know. 4x4, I tip my windows up, yeah. Damn, the bro, he didn't want it done, yeah. Out my closet, that none, yeah. That's a vibe, that's a one-on-one, yeah. Feel the tone, yeah. Make it known, can you run, can you come, yeah. The sun, find a moon, find some fun, yeah. Had a few in the room, 1 to 9, yeah. I just wanna, it's lit. Talking that smooth, make dirty your lungs, yeah. 18 carats, son of guns, yeah. Say you want feel the sun, put that on your tongue, yeah. 713 that code, 456 I roll. 4x4 I swerve, 5% 10 windows. Gotta be 10s at least, I want V3Ds. Any little taking the sub, they scrape it right out of the bowl. Got plenty of we taking a mile. You wanna just smoke the flame, but don't wanna hide. What's in my cup is pink, I crush my Valentine. So do you love me, babe? I need to know. 4x4, I tip my windows up, yeah. Damn, the bro, he didn't want it done, yeah. Out my closet, that none, yeah. That's a vibe, that's a one-on-one, yeah. Feel the tone, yeah. Make it known, can you run, can you come, yeah. The sun, find a moon, find some fun, yeah. Had a few in the room, 1 to 9, yeah.
This is The Bodhi Show on 88.1 FM WELH. And that was your new song of the week this week, 4x4 from Travis Scott. As I said earlier, this is his first solo work since 2023 when he had Utopia. And I think this is a really good song. Let me know what you guys think. 401-648-7513. But I hope you enjoyed that, your new song of the week this week, and I hope you enjoyed the show as well. I'll be back next Monday night, same time, same place, right here at 7 p.m. But be sure not to go anywhere because the BBO Sports Show is next, followed by more Wheeler School programming right here on 88.1 FM WELH. I'm sure Robert, Jack, and Alden will have some exciting takes for you on the game of the Super Bowl, not so much the halftime show. But be sure to stick around for that right now on 88.1 FM WELH. I'll see you guys next week.